I don't need a song to come out to. It's cool. I'll make my own music. What? Woo! 10:30? What's up? Oh, it's 9:30? I'll be back. My name is Garcia, and I'm so Mexican. Yeah, you laugh. No one's like, no, you're not, because you're in California and you don't really know. Hola, hermanas. Are you Mexican? No. Everybody thinks, well, you look Mexican. I don't know why. Huh? You're black and Irish? Nice. That's kind of cute. That's hot. Why is that funny that she's black and Irish? That's not a... They're racist. They're just... well, us interracial people will stay away from them tonight. I'm not Mexican. But I've been in the Mexican family for 16 years and they hate me, so I totally experience prejudice. All the time. Are there any Mexicans here? No? That's weird. Oh, you are? Nah. Oh, you're Mexican. Like authentic Mexican or like washed out over the generations Mexican? Like the only thing that's still lasting is the last name Mexican. That's what I'm married into. No, I'm married into a Mexican family. We've been together 16 years this year, and I know I was like 10. Why'd you clap for 16 years? It's like, no. Everybody else is like, oh. I know. He's so lucky too. I'm a package. Total authentic Mexican family. Like their birthday parties are like I hate it. I bring umbrellas to every fucking fiesta. I'm like, come here, kids. Come here. And meeting them was weird because they told me, my husband, well, my boyfriend at the time, he's like, okay, look, we're gonna go inside and you guys are not allowed to talk until my dad gets home and he eats his dinner. Hey, this isn't TV, I can fucking see you. And hear you. And I know, I'm talking to both of you. I don't care if you know me and you gave me free tickets on my website, I'll kick your ass out, no problem. So yeah, this isn't interactive. So it's just gonna get worse if we keep talking at that table. I'll fucking eat those nachos, bitch. Back to what you guys paid to see. Both of you. Authentic Mexican family. You're not allowed to talk to dad until he gets home and he sits at the table and he has his first bite. What I didn't know is when he got home from work, the mom came down, sat next to him, and took off his shoes. And then he walked over to the dinner table and I was all, no, never, that's not gonna happen. And then he's like, shh. I'm like, all right. He took his first bite. Everyone starts talking, so everything's good, right? I'm like, yeah, that too, that whole cooking thing. I'm white, I bake. I don't cook. I do crescent rolls, like. You're welcome, babe, you're welcome. That's about it. So, of course we got married, because who's gonna say no to that? And my mother-in-law hates me, but she doesn't speak English, so I don't care. Like, marrying like that is why our marriage lasts, because I don't have to deal with it. Seriously, love you, shut up. I can hear everything you're saying, it's so fucking annoying and not interesting. I'm interesting though, so they want to hear me, not you guys. Love you, Charlotte, but you're gonna have to go fucking back there in a minute. Time out. This chick, I can't be too pissed at her. She raised my kid from the time she was 6 months old till she was 2, so I kept her alive. I had to hire her because I couldn't do it. So that's good. But where was I? back to in-laws and not speaking. Oh, she has fucking nicknames for all of her kids because she's Mexican, so she had a whole litter. And she has like 7 boys and a girl. And she's to my husband, because he's the oldest, she's like, hola, mijo, and that's my son. And she never, ever has had a nickname for me, ever. And she gets pissed off every year that goes by because all of her kids have had girls. So there's 12 granddaughters in the Mexican family. 12 granddaughters. And every year my mother-in-law, when am I going to get a boy? We need to carry on the Mexican last name. I'm like, Garcia? Because it's so unpopular and so unique. And I don't understand, like I never understood it. So all the sisters-in-laws and brother-in-laws, they're all trying to bang it out and have this boy. And it's just like 12 girls, 13 girls, 14 fucking girls. And guess who had a boy last year? White girl. And it's awesome too because I finally got my own nickname. Like she's like, hola gorda, I'm all hey. It means gorgeous in Spanish. I don't know what you guys are laughing at. Lame. But it was awesome because I love getting back. They've treated me like shit for so long. As soon as I had him, as soon as Christmas came around, I was so excited to walk into that room and be like, Simba, anyone want to see his dick? Anyone want to see his penis? I have a boy. But she hates me even more now. You know why? Look at me. We had a blonde hair, blue-eyed, white Garcia. Sorry. Didn't expect that. We expected the small penis. We understand that that's what we get that. We understand. It's Mexican. We get it. It was weird being pregnant with a boy. When they saw the little penis, they were like, oh, it's a boy. And I was like, ew, that's weird. I have a little dick inside me. Oh, it is yours. Awesome. Yeah, sweet. Oh my God. Being an older, I'm an older mom. You guys have kids? Yeah? How many kids do you guys have? You have a Brady Bunch? Okay. How old are your kids? How old are your kids? Your son? Oh my God, you have a 1-year-old? I do too. Aren't they crazy? Does he bite? I'm not asking because you're black. I'm asking if he bites just because he's a boy. Sorry, that was racist. They got it. They said it and I just heard them and I was like, no, it doesn't bite. Fucking racist. My boy's an asshole. He bites and he hits and he kicks and he doesn't get his way. He hits his head on the ground. And I'm like, YouTube. Like, I have to tape it. I have to tape it. Because they're going to think I did it. I didn't fucking hit my kid. I'm a better mom now. My daughter's 13. Little age difference there. My daughter, I used to shake the shit out of her, but I don't do that anymore. I know better. I'm a better mom. I'm like, I don't really leave him alone either, like, at all. You can't. Does he climb on everything? Does he walk? Okay, that's good. Pretty soon. I left the room for like 5 hours, and I came back and it was a night. I mean, I don't know what he got into. Like, it was ridiculous though. So annoying. I don't know what pisses me off more. A 1-year-old that bites everything and kicks the cat and fucking shits himself every day. His dad does the same thing, so it's like, whatever. Or a 13-year-old that says, I don't know anything, because I don't know shit about shit anymore now that she's 13. Who has a teenage daughter, by round of applause? Because you usually just raise your hand because you're like, no one? No one has a teenage daughter? Anyone have one who's gonna be a teenager soon? Like a 10-year-old? You're fucked. Enjoy it. Right now she's 10, you guys are skipping. Like, I love you, Mom. No, I love you. I love you. No, Mom. Me and you, like, you're so pretty. Mom, come here. Come here. I need a hug, Mom. Scratch my back. Scratch my back. Can I sleep with you, Mom? Mommy. Guess what's gonna happen in about 13 and a half months? You don't know anything about anything ever. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even listen. You don't know. I don't get anything. You give me nothing. It's so hard. No one has to do chores like me. I don't want to do my own laundry. I need pads. Yeah, so keep skipping, bitch, because it ends real quick and then you don't know shit. You feel amazing right now. I know you. I was you 2 years ago. I was like, fuck yeah, I the best daughter in the world. Look at her. Fuck yeah, she's amazing. Oh, cheerleader, yeah. Yeah, straightest student, yeah, amazing. Doesn't even like boys. I did it right. Fuck you, mom. Fuck you, mom. I did it right. Now she's like, get away from me! I'm like, okay, I fucked up. I'm like, I'm so screwed now. And the thing is with technology, it's just even worse. Don't let them get on the internet. Don't give them an iPad. Who has iPads? Who has a fucking iPad? None of you guys can afford iPads? You all got free tickets, so what do I expect? iPads are the devil. iPhone, fuck! No! Don't do it. Don't do it, Mama. Do not cave. You know what we did? If you save up your money to buy your own iPad, you can have an iPad. She saved up her own money and she bought a fucking iPad. $900! Where do you think a 13-year-old got $900, Grandma? Grandma! So now she has an iPad. You know what that means? The other day, this is what... Okay. Seriously, I love you to death, but shut up. I messaged her last morning, and I know we're gonna unfriend each other tonight, and I don't fucking care, because I'm so annoyed. Like, seriously, shh. Awesome, that's what I like to hear, nothing. Okay. She doesn't know anything. What I heard in her room the other day with her iPad is this. No. You want to see it? Okay, cool. This is my Justin Bieber poster. Oh, you like it? Oh my god. Okay. And this is my dresser. And this is my dog. And I hear, I'm like, what the fuck? Is she talking? I walk in, she's talking to a boy on FaceTime. There's a boy, a FaceTime, and a boy in my fucking daughter's room. There's a boy on her bed. There's a boy on her bed. She's basically having sex with a boy on her bed. That's where my mind, I walked in, I'm like, oh, hell no, bye, Jake. That's how you close an iPad. For those of you who might see one someday when your rich friends have them, they're that's how you close it. So I close that shit. She's like, oh my god, you're so embarrassing. You don't even know. You don't even know what you just did in my social life. You don't even know how hard it is. You don't know how hard it is to talk to him. We never get time together. This is the only time I can talk to him. You don't know. I was like, bitch, you don't know how hard it is to sex with a pager. 696969 911 911. 143, 143, 143. Yeah, I fucking know. I know shit that she doesn't know. I know shit about technology that she doesn't know. Thank God. Because when she pisses me off, I get it back technology-wise. This is how. She came home the other day and she goes, you know having a cheerleading today? I'm like, no, because they don't smoke weed or drink beer, so I don't fucking go. No. And she's like, well, Megan tore her hemorrhoid. Huh? You're not listening! I was like, oh my god. Okay, I'm listening. She tore her hemorrhoid. Ouch, that's really painful. How'd she do it? And she's like, well, we were doing this thing, where we do this, and we do this, and she kicked it. Oh, my hemorrhoid! And I said, that's a hamstring. No, it's not! You don't even know! It's a hemorrhoid! I was like, well, lucky for you, I have get well soon hemorrhoid cards in the closet. Go grab one and post it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Kick and Vid and all this other shit. So she had to post get well hemorrhoid with Megan, tagged 146 of her friends. Yeah, who's gonna kick her ass the next day? Not me, but she's gonna get it. She can really get it. And she deserves that shit. I fucking know. I know. Don't tell me I don't know. I fucking know. Ugh. We're so done having kids. I'm a really good mom though. But no. I'm a mediocre wife, but I'm an awesome mom. We're done having kids, and so I was not gonna get my tubes tied at all because I don't know. I don't want to ruin this body by another surgery. So I asked my husband to go and get his nuts clipped. And you know what he does for a living, my husband does for a living, is he is a medical assistant, and he goes and he assists with vasectomies. So he goes in and he's like, it's really easy. They numb him up. That's the most painful part. They open it a little bit, they go in there, clip, clip, done. Fucking Band-Aid. That's it, you're done. And I'm like, cool. The problem is with my husband is he has really large nuts. Like I'm talking small pumpkin and a softball. What, you guys never seen that before? Or elephants? Like, okay. Seriously, he has the biggest nuts ever. So we had to go to his doctor. We had to go to the doctor, and as soon as he took his pants down to show him the nuts to get him clipped, the doctor was like, "Oh no, I can't. Go ahead and get dressed. I'm good. I can't do that. I can't." He wouldn't even look at him, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is getting interesting." So we had to go to a surgeon, and he had to get major surgery to get it done, and he never backed out because I was not gonna let him. But I was like, "Where do we have to go get surgery? Like the zoo? Do we have to go to the zoo? Do we have to go to a vet at the zoo? Do we have to go to the vet at the zoo? This would be great for my stand-up." We didn't. We found a doctor that did. And so he bitched for like 2 weeks with a sack of frozen peas on his nuts. He bitched for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I pulled 2 bowling balls out of my vagina. Shut up! Do you know what an episiotomy is, bitch? I had one too. So no, you're fucking, my balls. I don't really care. The best part is going back to the doctor and he's like, "So, have you guys had sex yet?" It's been 4 weeks, right? "Have you guys had sex yet?" And I'm like, "No." Like, I didn't know he could. He's like, "Well, you need to wait at least for 30 ejaculations." And I'm all, "We'll have a new president by then." 30? Like, 30, okay. So now every time we get done with sex, he just counts down. Like last night, he's all 28. Okay. I'm not having more kids. It'd be awkward. The kid ruined my body in the first place. We met at a Halloween party in 1997. I like to call it 100 pounds ago. And I was on a bunch of ecstasy, and yeah, and I was dancing like on a speaker with my head like almost in it because it felt good. Amazing. And then he walked in a Marine Corps uniform because he's a Marine. You guys support your troops? Yeah, me too because he doesn't work. You guys, me making fun of our troops. No problem. No. He walked in, so I fucked him, and we had a baby 6 months later, and we have been together ever since. Love. It's true love, I'm telling you. And then we just had that other one, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have him. We just basically show people we have sex once a decade. And what sucks is with like the teen pregnancy shows and shit, and TV totally jacked it up for my daughter, because now we go in public and people look at her and think that that's her kid. And that's so sad to me on most days. Some days I use it, like this lady, and I'm telling you right now, like Americans, for the most part, we're good people, but there's some people out there that needs to keep their mouth shut. Like, I would never go up to a person and say anything rude to them out of the blue if I didn't know them. If I know them, no problem, right? But I would never say it. And then she's going with the cart. I walked away maybe 10 feet to get something at the grocery store, and an old lady walked up to her, and she looked at the baby, and she looked at my daughter, and she goes, "That's what you get for whoring around." But she was pissing me off that day, and so I heard it, and I looked over there, and I'm all, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. High five, lady. Worst. I'm the worst. When I got pregnant, the only thing that she heard when I found out I was pregnant was, "Oh fuck, I fucking skipped my period, oh fuck, I'm pregnant." That's all she heard. I didn't know this until she skipped her period 2 months ago. And she came to me and she was just pale, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she goes, "I think I'm pregnant." It's not funny. Nothing's funny about your tape. God. Anyways, sorry everyone. Say sorry. Let's just say sorry. Bitch. So she came to me and she's like, "Mom, I skipped my period, I think I'm pregnant." And I was like, "Oh, that sucks." And in my head, I know what I should have said is, "No, you're not, you just skipped because your body's all messed up because you're 13 and you're just," but my mom had the baby, and I was gonna have I'm like, I could really play this to my advantage and have a good weekend with my husband. Like, so I looked at her and I'm all, "Oh, that sucks. You probably are, so I want you to go lay down. Here's some movies and some Sprite and crackers. And I want you to go lay down in your room all weekend, and I'll come get you on Sunday." And like, we had the best weekend ever. It was so quiet. We'd hear her crying once in a while. We're like, "Oh," like, "Ah," you know? It was great. And then Sunday afternoon, we were gonna tell her Sunday night, you know, "Joke's on you." And but Sunday afternoon she came out and she's like, "Oh, Mom, I started my period. I'm not pregnant." And I was like having such a good time with my husband. I'm like, actually, you're probably just losing it. So yeah, I need you to go lay down. Here's some Sprite and some more crackers. That never happened. I promise that never happened. Actually, it did, but just not with me. With her kid. I'm just kidding a little bit, not really. My daughter has ADD. She got diagnosed with ADD 2 years ago, and they prescribed Ritalin first, and I told them to fuck off, and apparently that's wrong in Kaiser, and you get escorted out by all these cops, and, which I don't care. And back then, I thought, no on the meds, no meds first. I think that's wrong. I think we could try something like the dog park first. And it was weird because we were the only people there with the dog, with no dog, but like a daughter with the dog toy, and I'm like, go get it! Yeah, pink one. And it would just run off some energy, and she'd calm down and be able to, focus and do her homework and stuff. I was like, the ADD kids say some weird stuff, right? Weird stuff. Like, but I use it for my material, so I can't really medicate her yet. We took some canned goods into the homeless shelter in December. And she goes, are you gonna give all these cans to homeless people? And the guy goes, yeah, we are. She's like, all of them? And he goes, yeah. And she's like, well, I hope you give them can openers. That's funny. I was like, no. Do you? Because someone gives them Sharpies. And I don't know. Where do they get the can opener? Like, when does that happen? Oh, wait. She says other stuff too. She says so much stuff. I can't even get into all of it right now. Oh, she told me, she goes, how did you guys get pregnant? I want to know how you got pregnant. And I'm like, do you really want to know? I can't tell an ADD kid how I got pregnant because I'm afraid CPS is going to call me. Like, I don't know where this is going to go, or she's going to go try it. So I said, well, daddies have special secret seeds. They have special magic seeds. And mommies have magic soil in their belly. So when you plant a magic seed in the magic soil, it grows not a flower, but a baby. That's easy, right? And I could just see the hamster wheel go. And I'm like, oh my God, she's going to have questions. She said, daddies have seeds? I said, yeah. She said, all daddies have seeds? I said, yeah. And you have special soil? I said, yeah. And she's like, and you put the seeds in your tummy? And I said, yeah. And she goes, so you get to eat them? See what you're in for? And I was like, only on anniversaries.